Acne on our face is something we talk about a lot, but what about the acne on our body? On our shoulders, back, décolleté, and even our butt. This video is for those that dread the warmer weather due to the inflamed and red bumps covering their upper body, and for those that don't know how to sit. Because right where the chair meets their buttocks, a painful cyst has formed. I feel you because I have been there. I struggled with acne from my 11th birthday onwards, and while my face was always the area most affected, my body did break out a lot as well, and still does if I am not careful. So today I will share why body acne occurs, what you can do for prevention, and when you really need to see a doctor about it. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Dr. Anne, a physician passionate about skincare and well-aging. Technically, acne on the body has the same pathway as acne on the face. A pore gets clogged, oil and bacteria get trapped underneath, and a pimple forms. And whatever triggers breakouts on your face also worsens the one on your body. Think hormones, stress, and whatever individual triggers other than that you might have. The V of the chest, the shoulders, and the upper back have a high density of oil glands, making them a common area for body acne to arise. Just like the lesions on your face, the breakouts on your body are not a result of poor hygiene, but a result of a genetic predisposition you have paired with contributing factors. Not all breakouts you see on your body are acne though. Quite often there are folliculitis or pseudofolliculitis instead. Acne develops from a clogged pore inside which sebum from the sebaceous glands is trapped, which leads to bacterial overgrowth. Folliculitis, on the other hand, is an inflammation of the hair follicle, with bacteria invading from the skin surface. Folliculitis can appear anywhere on the body where you have hair. That is, everywhere except your palms and soles, while acne happens where you have a high density of oil glands. Breakouts on your butt, quite catchily called buttony or acne, are more likely to be folliculitis than actual acne. Pseudofolliculitis is again an inflamed hair follicle, but one that forms due to an ingrown hair rather than bacterial invasion, meaning it is most likely to appear in areas of hair removal. To be completely honest though, it doesn't really matter if the bumps on your back are acne or folliculitis, as the basic measures for prevention and treatment don't differ too much. Only when the steps you take don't really help solve the issue, consulting a doctor is needed for proper diagnosis and treatment plan. I want to stress again that body breakouts are not a result of poor hygiene. You don't get acne because you aren't clean enough. Acne is a genetical disposition triggered mostly by hormones, and that is true both for the body and the face. But when looking at body breakouts, there are additional factors at play that you have a bigger influence on. So there is one lifestyle change that includes your shower routine, especially the shower routine after working out. When working out, you sweat, and that is a good thing. When your sweat gets trapped on your skin for prolonged periods of time, though, especially underneath tight-fitting workout gear, it can lead to bacterial overgrowth that increases the risk for folliculitis. Pair that with friction, so tight clothing rubbing on the skin, and you're almost guaranteed to see breakouts. The technical term is acne mechanica, and it is often seen in athletes, in cyclists where the helmet fits tightly around forehead and neck, in hikers where the backpack and its strap cause friction and sweating, and in everyday athletes like myself, for example, underneath the band of my sports bra and between the boobs. The solution here is both easy and hard. Change out of your workout clothes as soon as possible and rinse off the sweat. Or, if that isn't possible, clean the sweaty areas with a washcloth. Sounds easy, but it's easier said than done. If I get home from a run and sit down to just quickly check my phone, hours can pass until I finally change out of my sweaty gear, and I do pay the price in form of breakouts in the aforementioned areas. Another preventative measure would be to wear loose-fitting clothes from a breathable fabric, but again, that isn't always possible. If I wore a loose-fitting sports bra, I might as well not wear one at all, and that is not an option when doing high-impact workouts. Trapped sweat and friction is also the main reason for breakouts on your bum. I hate to break it to you, but the more you sit on your behind, especially when wearing tight-fitting, non-breathable clothes like athleisure, the more likely you are to get breakouts there. Sadly, that is true both for extreme lounging on the couch as well as for long periods spent working on your desk, so just one more reason to schedule in regular breaks to get some steps in and relieve your butt cheeks from the friction and pressure. Another contributing factor on the body that might not have the same impact on your face is acne cosmetica, or breakouts caused by products that remain on the skin despite not being meant to go there, like your conditioner or other hairstyling products. I know there are different brands trying to sell you body acne safe hair stuff, but I think that is going a little far. If you suspect that your hair care is triggering breakouts because they occur where your conditioned hair touches your back and Around the hairline, simply try rinsing this area with extra diligence. That should do the trick in most cases. And just for the record, that was never a contributing factor for me as an individual. Not everything I mention will be an issue for everyone. When it comes to treating breakouts on the body, the same things that will work on your face will also do the trick on your back, chest and butt. Obviously taking into account the anatomical peculiarities of each region. The back and shoulders have thicker skin than the face. The chest has thinner and more sensitive skin, and some areas on your body are much harder to reach than others. My approach would be the following. First, start using a body wash with either salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide on the affected areas. Instead of lathering up and directly rinsing it off, try to let it sit in the body for around 5 minutes. I usually apply it to the body and then start shampooing my hair to achieve that. Added bonus is that a body wash with salicylic acid can also help improve the look of keratosis pilaris or chicken skin. The next step would be to use a topical product after the shower containing either salicylic acid or a retinoid. You could do benzoyl peroxide as well, but I tend not to. I've had my fair share of ruined towels and sheets. I don't need any more of that. In addition to products you would also use on your face, there are a few that address the harder to reach areas like body sprays, or especially great for a gym bag, salicylic acid pads you can simply wipe over the area you want to treat. As far as retinoids go, I tend to opt for the ones specifically formulated for the body, for my butt. I use prescription for my face and really would not want to risk any irritation. On top of that, the body formulations contain additional moisturizing ingredients and are much nicer to spread, as the area you will need to cover is usually bigger than your face. My chest couldn't deal with prescription either, so I use a retinaldehyde for there, making sure it doesn't get trapped in skin folds, which again would increase the risk of irritation. Just like on your face, no aggressive exfoliation or stripping the skin. Skin that is breaking out needs gentle care, and these measures paired with aforementioned lifestyle changes should do the trick. If, despite following lifestyle tips and using the products you can get at home regularly and for at least 6 weeks, you don't see improvement in your breakouts, if you get deep, painful cysts that heal with scarring, or if you feel your body breakouts do affect your self-esteem, it is time to see a doctor about them. Acne is a skin condition that cannot be treated with hygiene and so-called clean eating, and if you break out, it isn't because you are doing something wrong. It is because of genetic disposition and hormonal influence, and can be addressed with prescription much better than it can be with cutting out certain food groups. So, before you either develop an eating disorder or permanent scarring. If there's anything you'd like to add, please do so in the comments below. I will link to more videos you might find interesting on the screen, and add links to my Instagram and blog in the description box. And if you want exclusive Q&As, behind the scenes content, or just get more involved, become a channel member. I would love to have you join the community. See you soon. Bye!